Morning garden tour, Kimball, Nebraska, July 1, 2022, about 8 a.m. Air temperature is about 60 degrees. That tree there is a Siberian elm, piss elm. It's not much of a tree, but it is a tree. Those white flowers are field bindweed. They're very attractive, but they're also very aggressive, and yeah, they're just what they are. I'm getting ready to mow, so I'm trying to pick up some of Tommy's toys. And he's being kind of a naughty boy this morning. Just settle down, dude. I actually found that football when I was cutting out some old dead lilacs, and it was clear down in the bottom of the lilacs. And so I thought, my goodness, this is an old leather football, and it's probably been here for decades and decades. But I got to looking closer, and it says Wilson.com on there. I don't know if you can see that. And it's got a barcode thing. And somewhere on here it says it's made in China. I think it says made in China there. Anyway, yeah, so it's not a ancient historical find. Most of the ground cover back here is kochia, which is a weed, a forb. There is some grass in here. There's several different kinds of grass. None of it's uniform. That's okay. Bunch of creeping Charlie in here. These little tubs have, I'm doing my Native American experiment where they grew corn and beans and squash all together. So I have sweet corn, pumpkins, and green beans, and the same in this one. So raised garden beds here, field expedient. These are just old chunks of wood from the ranch that I brought into town. I set them out, and I hauled in a bunch of topsoil from some construction we're doing out at the ranch, and that was a big chore, but that's okay. Brought it in, filled these up, put the straw that you see on here is chicken bedding filled with chicken shit, which is good fertilizer. So like I said, these are my pumpkins. They're coming along. They'll be flowering before too much longer. Here's my sweet corn. That's coming along nicely. It's getting ready to get into the heat of summer, so we'll see how that does. These are way too many cucumbers for the area, but we'll see how they do. I want to make pickles. Green beans here, and also peppers. I have some jalapenos coming. Those will be good. Jalapeno there, jalapeno there. Anaheim chilies right here and here. Another nice Anaheim there, but it's starting to rot on the bottom, so I need to harvest that. And the rest of these are green beans, stringless bush beans. Hopefully they're stringless. We'll see how they go. There is a piece of corn growing there. That's probably field corn from that was mixed up in the straw. Now tomatoes. I have grape tomatoes. I have Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes, and a bushy, big kind of tomato, not a small tomato. What am I trying to say? I don't know. So this is more cherry tomato, and I've got a nice tomato coming on there. So all in all, my vegetable garden's looking good. My flowering crabapple flowered. It's kind of yellowish, which tells me that it's a little bit chlorotic, which means it probably needs some iron, but I'm not going to worry about that this year. Eventually, I'd like to get the rest of this ground cover torn out and seeded into grass, but that's a project for the future. Looks like I have some sunflowers coming there. Anyway, that's the garden tour for July 1st. Going to be fairly warm today, into the 90s, and I've got a lot of mowing to do here this morning, and then I got a lot of ranch work to do, so yeah, always busy.